Free the land on another great day of resistance. December 25th, a significant day of resistance for new African people allied with the indigenous nations. December 25th, 1837, known as the Xmas Day Rebellion. 450 Gullah, Seminole, black nations of peoples defended themselves against the United States of America's military arm, who also was allied with some more indigenous nations of peoples. They tried to invade Lake Okeechobee, and it's known as the Battle of Lake Okeechobee. These 450 ancestors defended themselves. They set a military trap for the United States Army and put in massive work on the United States Army and military, killing over 26 U.S. soldiers and wounding over 112 U.S. soldiers, as the Seminole Gullah Africans barely lost anybody or any casualties in this battle. This is one of the greatest battles of the Seminole Wars, which we call the Gullah Wars. So let's send salutations out on this day to the Gullah, African, Seminole nations of peoples who defeated the U.S. Army and government and military arm. Also on this date, December 25th, 1831, 4 months later after the notorious Nat Turner Rebellion in Virginia. In Jamaica, at this time was the colony of the British Empire. A brave revolutionary preacher rose his people up against the British Empire. Samuel Sharpe leads the Sharpe Baptist Xmas Day Rebellion, where he led over 6,000 enslaved Jamaican peoples against the British Empire and the colonial system of slavery. Over 186 enslaved people's lives were taken on this day. 14 white overseers killed. The rebellion was put down. Most of over 500 enslaved peoples were convicted of an uprising on a Jamaican island. So I want to send salutations out to Samuel Sharpe and those 6,000 brave enslaved revolutionary freedom fighters who rose up on this day, and those who actually lost their lives. Many of them were executed. A lot of them had their heads cut off and put up on posts to remind the peoples of Jamaica to never ever rebel again against the British Empire. Also on this date, December 25th, 1854, the great notorious General Harriet Tubman returns back down south and frees 3 of her brothers from the enslavement in Maryland, where she was birthed. She would later on come back 2 years later and free her parents from the capitalist system of slavery. So let's give salutations on this day of resistance to the one and only, the notorious General Harriet Tubman. Long live their revolutionary spirits. Long live the day of resistance on Xmas Day, December 25th, a day of significance and symbolism for our people. May they all live forever. Free the land.